Hello everyone, it's Jean from the Inky Studio. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you could stop by today. Today's project is going to be using the tissue paper that comes in patterns. And I have collected quite a bit because I do enjoy looking for vintage patterns and using them in my journals. But I've collected quite a bit of this tissue paper, and so we're going to make 4 different projects from this, and these projects can be used in any kind of themed journal. It doesn't have to be a sewing themed one. And we're going to go beyond ruffling tissue paper. This of course is a very popular way of using tissue paper, and you just run it in your machine and scrunch it up as you sew over it. So that's a popular way of doing it, and these can be used on the edge of the papers, but we're going to do something a little bit beyond that this time. I want to also thank you so much for those that have supported me in my coffee shop. I'm just so appreciative of it. So very, very appreciative. And if you missed my last freebie, I'm going to link down below the video that involved that one, and it was a sewing freebie. I will say that these projects that I'm going to be showing you involve sewing. But don't let that scare you. If you are not used to sewing on your projects and you are hesitant about it because you don't feel like you're a good sewer, this is really nothing about straight lines or perfect lines or anything like that. And in fact, it's a good place to kind of start exploring doing that with your machine. The only thing that I will suggest to you is that you change your needle and that you save the needle that you use for paper only for paper, because it will dull the needle a little bit and make it a little bit more difficult to sew on fabric. And the second rule is you always let your glue dry an hour or so before you sew over anything that you have glued. So those are the 2 basic rules to follow. And so anyways, we will get started with project number 1. For our first tag variation, we're going to start with a piece of printed cardstock or a heavyweight scrapbook paper. And I'm just going to find where I want my tissue paper to lay, and I'm cutting a piece that's twice as wide as my tag and a generous amount around the perimeter. And I'm going to glue this down with a glue stick. I have found that to be the best way to attach the tissue paper. And when I glue down the tissue paper, I want a little border of about 1/4 of an inch hanging over on the right hand side there. And I'm getting wrinkles when I do it this way, but I'm not really concerned about that. You can iron your tissue paper without steam and it'll be smoother for you. That little hangover, then we're going to glue that down over to the back side. And then we'll just continue with gluing the paper down. Now we are going to be sewing around the perimeter, so make sure your glue is dry before you do that. You can also use a burnishing tool to lay down tissue paper, which works really well also. Now we're going to trim right up to that edge, and don't worry if you nick part of that other paper, it's fine. And we're going to, well, I am going to use decorative scissors to kind of trim off the top and bottom just to make it look cute, and you don't have to, you can just cut it close like you did the edges. Now I would let this dry for about 20 minutes and then sew around the perimeter of the tag. And there I've sewn it, and now I'm going to add a little bit of lace. I get my lace, I think I bought like a vintage lace curtain, and then I just cut out a pattern inside that curtain. I'm going to just glue the solid pieces of that lace and lay it down. Now for the little tab, I could have gone back and sewn that in as well, but I'm just putting in with a stapler. And so there we have the little tag. Now I like the tissue paper over it over the printed, because the print kind of just shows through a little bit, makes it more interesting. And for the back, if you want to be able to write on it more easily, you can glue in some paper. Now for the second tag variation, we're going to make one just out of tissue paper by itself. And it holds up really well, and it's kind of soft, and it just makes it a different kind of a tag. So I'm going to start with a template there. I've cut out a piece of cardstock as my template. And I'm going to cut a strip of the tissue paper that is almost twice the height, not quite, and as long as my strip of paper. And I'm not ironing it. I'm going to embrace the wrinkles. I'm not gluing this to my template there, but I am putting glue on top of the tissue paper so it can glue it to itself as you fold it. I'm allowing about 1/4 of an inch there so that when I fold it over and over and over, it's a very loose fold. It's not tight. I'm not trying to make it as close as I can. I'm just folding it over loosely. Come to the end, I'm going to glue that down. Then I'm going to reach in and I'm going to pull out that template. And so now we have a nice little neat looking tag. Shape anyways. And then we'll, the edges will be raggedy, so I'm just going to trim them off and make them neater. I'm going to take the bottom of the tag and I'm going to fold it up, and I'm going to sew a little hem there. Just fold it up and put a little bit of stitching along that fold. And there you see I have that done. I am folding that up again, and then I will stitch around the perimeter. Now I unfortunately didn't get the recording of how this looks finished right here, but I will show you at the end what it looks like finished. Now for the third project, I'm taking a whole sheet of the tissue instructions, or the pattern paper. I'm taking a whole sheet of it and I'm folding it, I don't know, I think 4 times, but I'm making sure that the edges are lining up each time I fold it in half. So I fold it in half. This is twice, and this is the 3rd time, something like that. Just kept folding it in half until I got it about the height that I want. And I'm cutting it around 15 inches here, I believe. About 15 inches wide. So I don't want it taller than my journal pages, but I do want it a little wider because I'm going to be making pockets. So just like the tag, I am folding a little bit over on both edges, and I think I'll clean up the side over here. So each side I am folding over, I'm going to sew that, and then I'm going to sew around the perimeter of it as well. So like I said in the beginning of the video, don't worry about it being even or perfect or anything like that, because it really adds to the shabbiness and of the look, and so you really don't be concerned with that at all. And then just fold over the two edges, fold it in half, make sure it fits inside the journal, and then sew the pockets down, and it will sit inside your journal like so. So you'll have little pocket pages there, 2 pocket pages to put in your ephemera. Now for the last project, we are going to take the instruction sheets and cut them in half the long way there. Fold it in half again so it looks like a book, and just going to take my glue stick and I'm just going to tack down these two pages or these two folds together. So this is going to be like an envelope folio. Now I'm going to take my tissue paper and cut it twice the width, just like I did with the tags, and I'm allowing a generous amount all the way around. I mean, there's plenty of it in there, plenty of tissue paper. You don't have to be frugal with it, and just making sure that it's twice the width of that. Then we're going to glue this onto our instruction paper there, making sure that I'm putting in a generous amount of glue on that. You know, this really is works really well, especially if you have like a newer pattern instruction. Sometimes they're kind of white looking, so by gluing over this tissue paper, it kind of gives it a more vintage color to it, so it's kind of nice for that too. And just as a reminder, I would appreciate if you would click the like button. That really helps me out a lot. And then once you do that and spread it out on both sides, then we're going to sew around the perimeter, and we're going to follow the paper as we do. So we're not following the edge of the tissue paper, but we're following the edge of the instruction paper inside there. And after we've done that, we can go back then and cut it down to size. And now we're going to fold the ends. We're going to fold up one end, that's going to be the pocket, and then the other one's going to fold down to be the flap of the envelope. Just like so. Then we'll sew the pocket in on those two sides. For the closure, I'm going to punch out two holes with my hole punch, and one will be the decorative side, of course, and the other one will be cardstock. And we'll put in a small hole punch in the middle of there. And I'm going to grab a brad and to put a hole in the paper, I'm just going to use the brad. You could use the hole punch, but I found the brad worked really well. Before I put the brad in there permanently though, I'm going to take some string and go in from the top, thread it through, and eventually I'm going to cut a piece of decorative paper. I'm going to glue over all of that to secure it. But for now I'm going to tack down the tail of that string, put in my brad, and put a generous amount on my paper and glue everything down and secure it. And so now we have a little tie, a little policy envelope-like closure for our envelope folio. So that wraps up our projects. We'll just take a quick tour here. I went ahead and decorated them up a little bit, just a suggestion of a way that you might want to think about. And so we have a little piece of ephemera in our folio. I've glued on some paper here so we can write on it a little more easily. So we have that little, well, I guess it is a folio, I guess maybe an envelope. Maybe we'll call this an envelope. And then the first tag we did with the printed cardstock, I finished decorating that. I glued some paper on the back so it can be more easily written on. The tag that has no cardstock and is nothing but paper, I glued on some vintage buttons here at the below, put in a couple pieces of ephemera, and added a little tab at the front top of it. And then this is our insert folio, that our pocket thing that we're going to be putting inside of our journal. Went ahead and I put a little pocket here on the front and put in some ephemera inside there. And you could further decorate, you know, inside on the sides here if you'd like. And then on the back I have a couple little tags, or maybe 3 tags, stuck into a pocket. So this is what we did today. Thank you so much for following along. And yeah, please check out my coffee shop. The links are down below. And we will talk to you real soon. Bye.